A client called needing an answer and I couldn't give it to them. Not because we didn't have the information, but because it was scattered across 5 or 6 places. The last email is in Gmail. Meeting notes are buried in a document somewhere. Invoice history lives in another tool. And the person who handled the last conversation is out of office. I ran into that a few months ago and honestly, it was embarrassing. Not because we didn't have the information, but because it lived in 5 or 6 different places. And when a client needed an answer, we couldn't pull the full picture together fast enough. And that's when I realized most businesses, well, they don't have a client database. They have a collection of spreadsheets, inboxes, folders, and apps that only make sense until the moment you actually need something. So I started looking for a better solution. Over the last few weeks, I spent some time testing some of the most popular client database platforms on the market. And I did narrow it down. There are 3 that I think are genuinely worth considering. I'm going to start with the one that I ended up liking the most, Assembly. And then we're going to look at 2 other options that might make more sense depending on how your business works. Now, before we jump in, Assembly is sponsoring this video. I spent quite a bit of time inside the platform, and that means I've seen both the strengths and the rough edges. So rather than giving you a feature list, I'm just going to focus on what it actually feels like to use when you are managing real client relationships every day. Now, before I get into the software, let me be very specific about what I mean by client database software, because this term gets applied to a lot of things that are only partially what you need. A CRM tracks contacts, a practice management tool organizes cases. What I'm talking about is something that sits at the intersection, a place where your client's entire relationship with your service lives. Their documents, their signed agreements, their invoices, their communication history, ideally a portal they can log into and find all of that themselves without calling your front desk. And the last part is where most tools fall short. They're built for your team's workflow and then bolt on a client-facing view as an afterthought. The result is something that works fine internally, but feels clunky and generic to the people actually paying you. Now, the 3 tools that I'm covering today, they each approach this differently, so we're gonna get into it. Now, first up is Assembly. Like I mentioned, Assembly is my top recommendation because it was built for professional service businesses broadly, agencies, consultants, accountants, coaches, and anyone who manages ongoing client relationships. And usually when I do hear that, I assume it just means the tool does everything decently and nothing exceptionally well. Well, Assembly is the exception. The thing that actually changed my mind was a feature that they have that they call chain reaction automation. Here's the problem that it solves. Every time a new client comes on board, someone on your team runs the same sequence manually. You create the folder, you send the welcome email, you set up the intake form, you share the contract, and if you're onboarding 1 client a week, that's fine. If you're in a busy month and onboarding 4 or 5 simultaneously, well, something gets missed. Not because your team is careless, because it's manual, and manual breaks under volume. Chain reaction means when a trigger fires, a signed contract, a cleared payment, a completed form, the entire sequence runs on its own. The portal unlocks, the welcome email goes out, the intake form lands in their queue, the folder is created and organized correctly, all of that before anyone on your team has touched a single thing. The first week that I had it running properly, a client signed on a Friday evening, and by Saturday morning, they'd already completed their intake form and uploaded the files that I needed. 0 involvement from my side. Now, it is fully white labeled. Your clients don't log into Assembly, they log into your branded space, your domain, your logo, your colors. Every document, every invoice, message, and contract, it all lives there. There's no more which link was it, or I never got the email. It's in one place every time. And there's something that happens when a client logs in for the first time and it actually looks that clean and organized before you've even spoken to them. They've already decided you run a tight operation. Integrations stay practical. QuickBooks and Xero for billing, Calendly for scheduling, Loom and Airtable if those are already in your workflow. Everything surfaces inside the portal instead of scattered across separate tools. Now, for a solo operator, Starter is the obvious entry point because it's $39 a month, and if you pay annually, gets you enough room to stop duct taping everything together. But the plan that makes the most sense for a growing service is Professional at $149 a month if you pay annually, because that's where custom domains, integrations, and room for 500 clients starts to matter. And one thing I'd be aware of is that Assembly isn't trying to replace a dedicated enterprise CRM. If your business revolves around complex sales forecasting, highly detailed pipeline management, and large sales teams, you'll probably find platforms like Zoho or Honeybook deeper in those specific areas. Assembly's strength is what happens after a client enters your world, not necessarily every stage before that. Zoho CRM sits at almost the opposite end of the spectrum from Assembly, where Assembly felt like a platform where the client experience was part of the design from the beginning, while Zoho feels more like a powerful internal operating system. Neither approach is wrong. They solve different problems, and once you see Zoho through that lens, well, then everything else about it makes sense. Where Assembly impressed me because it simplified the client experience, Zoho impressed me because of how much you can customize. So the first thing that you're going to notice when setting it up is that almost everything can be adjusted. Custom fields, custom workflows, custom pipelines, custom automations. If your business has a very specific process that doesn't fit neatly into a standard CRM, then Zoho gives you a lot of freedom to build around it. For some businesses, well, that's a huge advantage. I can easily see why growing sales teams like it. You can track leads, build detailed pipelines, automate follow-ups, and create reports that give you a very clear picture of what's happening across the business. The trade-off is that flexibility creates complexity. The more control you have, the more decisions you have to make during setup. I found myself spending a lot more time configuring Zoho than I did with Assembly. Now look, that's not necessarily a bad thing if you do enjoy building systems, but if your goal is to get organized quickly, you're going to feel the difference. And the other thing that stood out was the client-facing experience. Zoho absolutely stores client information well. That's never the issue. The challenge is that the experience feels more centered around helping your team manage relationships than helping clients interact with your business. Assembly felt like a platform where the client experience was part of the design from the beginning, and Zoho just feels more like a powerful internal operating system. Neither approach is wrong. They solve different problems. Pricing starts at $14 per user per month, billed annually for the standard plan, with professional starting at $23 and enterprise at $40 per user per month. And that makes it one of the more affordable CRM platforms if you need deeper customization and sales management tools. And if your business revolves around detailed pipelines, reporting, and workflow customization, well, then Zoho deserves serious consideration. But if your biggest frustration is clients struggling to find information, onboarding taking too much manual effort, or communication feeling scattered, well, then I found Assembly easier to live with day to day. Next up is Honeybook, and Honeybook comes from a completely different direction. It was built for independent creatives and service providers, photographers, designers, consultants, and has expanded towards professional services over the past few years. It shows up in this conversation because the pricing is accessible and the interface is clean. What it genuinely does well, the client-facing experience out of the box is polished. Proposals, contracts, and invoices can all live in a single interactive document that a client signs and pays from in one flow. For a solo practitioner who needs to look professional without spending hours setting up software, well, that streamlined front-end experience, it does have real value. The setup time is low, the learning curve is short, and where Honeybook runs into limits for more complex client work is in depth. The contact and project organization works well enough for simpler client relationships, but it wasn't designed for complex tasks. Multiple documents per client, long file timelines, different document types with different access permissions, compliance requirements. The automation tools are present, but they're lighter than what Assembly offers. The workflow triggers are more basic. The sequencing is less customizable. And as your client volume does grow, you start feeling that constraint. And I can see why Honeybook attracts so many solo operators and small service businesses. The starter plan begins at $29 a month when billed annually. Essentials comes in at $37 a month, and even the premium plan is $82. And that's a pretty small investment compared to a lot of software in this space, especially when you are still figuring out your processes and trying to get organized. So if you are just getting started and the budget is tight right now, Honeybook gets you from scattered to functional quickly. It's a good upgrade from managing clients through email and goodwill. Just go in knowing that it's a starting point, not the system that you'll still be running 3 years from now. If your business needs deep customization, detailed pipelines, and extensive reporting, well, Zoho CRM gives you flexibility for the price. Just be prepared to spend more time building and maintaining the system than you would with something like Assembly. Assembly is what I'd actually build on, not because it has the longest feature list, it doesn't, but because it's the only tool here where your clients feel the difference from day one. The portal looks like it's yours. The onboarding runs itself. Someone who signs up on a Sunday afternoon has everything waiting for them before you've opened your laptop Monday morning. And that's the thing most software gets wrong. It organizes your side of the relationship. Assembly organizes both sides, and for a service business, well, that's where trust actually gets built. If you're at the point where you're ready to stop thinking about it and just see it for yourself, the trial link is in the description. And if this helped you figure out which direction to go, hit the like button. It helps more than most people realize. Subscribe if you want the next one when it drops, and I'll see you there.